How long do I have to take this test?
I'm going to go over that in just a second.
I'll just sit quietly.
No, that's fine. You're asking all the questions that I'm used to answering. So now, when you go to your homework now and your test, when you go to homework, since I've posted the test now, that means the homework is what? Is due on the 6th. Notice that whatever I do, it shows you in what? My lab's what? Plus. So if you ever need to know something, chances are if you go to My Labs Plus, it'll tell you. So there's your homework. It's due on the 6th at midnight. And quizzes. There's Hubert's Unit 1 test. And it says 6, 9, 16. Due midnight. And it gives you how much time? I'm sorry, hold on.
I can't see.
I can't say.
I don't have that information.
90 minutes. And you have 0 to 3 attempts. Now, if you look on that sheet that I gave you the first day of class, which says things I will be graded on, how do I grade 3 tests if you take all 3 tests, if you take all 3 forms? Takes the highest. Well, what if I make 100 on the first test? I have to take the other 2. Yeah, take all 3 of them.
Yes.
I want to see the work.
Yeah. Why would you take, if you make 100 or 98 or 95 on the first test, and I take the highest of the 3, why would you even ask that question? What? I'm sorry, what?
But I'm almost liking you one of Jesse Brenneman. He's my favorite math teacher ever.
I still don't know who that is.
You gotta know him. He's the best.
No, he's not. I ain't.
He's fantastic. So far, he's the most fantastic.
All right. So that's that. So now let's look at it.
What she means to say is you're running a close second.
I'm telling you. I mean, 1 week to take the test.
No,
I'm pretty happy.
I've been the best math teacher on campus since 1996. So, all right. Now it's going to ask you. Well, I'm glad to know him. Where does he teach? So I can start. If he's so good, I'm going to start telling people to take
He's
him.
at Pendleton and Easley.
He might be putting in.
He's new.
Yeah, I hope he's putting in for the new job.
He taught at Greenville Tech, and he's also taught like high school students. So he can teach anybody anything and like make it 102, 101.
So he's in comprehensive studies.
His
So
dad
chances
teaches,
are.
His dad teaches staff probability.
Where?
Tri-County. Brenneman. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
So
heard
you
of
work here?
it. No. I'm actually the janitor.
How do I know all this?
All right. Look what it does. It tells you Hubert's Unit 1 test. Tells you got 18 questions. I'll change that to 20. I just took 2 off to give you better points. It tells you when it's due, and it tells you how much time you have. So if you don't look at the first one, then you look at this one, and it tells you. It even tells you how to enter your answers, like exponents and things like that. It'll show you. Now, it asks if I'm ready to start. Do you need to start this test when all the kids are running around, your husband or your wife is fussing about this and that, TV's wide open, kids have got the game wide open, not playing it, and it's going on? Is that when you need to take the test? No. Merlot versus Cabernet Sauvignon or dang old.
Sweet tea?
Yeah, one of those 3. Get those out. When you can sit there and drink your beverage and not be hassled, that's when you need to take the test. In other words, when everybody's asleep. Okay? That's when you need to take it. Or nobody's home with you. Okay? Ready to start. You got that. You're supposed to say, whoa, how are we supposed to know that?
How come you didn't put Coast Guard on there?
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Next time.
They're supposed to They're not supposed to do it right together, but who knows why it doesn't. So, what does Hubert replace your lowest grade with? Does Hubert replace your lowest grade with the final exam? There's only one answer. No way, no how. I used to get that question a lot. All right, look at that one. Do it. We'll move up to the front because I'm not going to. It says, a certain standardized test math scores have a bell-shaped distribution. That means draw the dang picture. With a mean of 515 and a standard deviation of 114. I'll blow it up. I don't feel like listening to it. Pitch, pitch, pitch. You're welcome. Make sure you sit on the back, farthest back. Now, sit back there in the right-hand corner back there next time. That way you really can't see. Don't sit up here at the front. No. What percentage of standardized tests score between 401 and 629? So this may be an empirical rule. I don't know if it's empirical or if it's Z-score. I don't think it's Z-score. I think it's empirical rule. $629. What's the next number? Somebody add 114. I'm sorry, what? 743. And subtract it for me. 515. 401, of course, and 287. This is the empirical rule. Somebody, if you turn in your book, what page did we say the empirical rule was? 138. So page 138. And if you look on that colored picture, 68% is going to fall here. And I think that's the first question. 401 and 629, that's 68%. What percentage of standardized test scores is less than 401 and greater than 629? Well, less than, I'll take my handy dandy marker. Less than 401 is over here. And greater than 629 is over here. That's because I have to blow it up for all the people in the back of the room. There. No coughing, please. There. Now somebody tell me what that is. Well, you can do it two ways. You can add 2.5 and 13.5 and get 16% here and 16% here. Or you can say 68 from 100 is what? 30 whatever, and break it up into 16, whichever one you want to do. Now it says, what percentage of standardized test is less than 401 or greater than 629? So it's not wanting both, it's wanting what? Either one. What is it? 16 what? Percent or 16? Huh? Anybody got a question? I thought I heard what? You did? Well, tell me what's your question?
No question.
Okay, you just don't want to ask me. Okay,
It's okay.
it's fine. After I finish this
So
question, I'm going
16%
home.
on both sides, right?
Well, 16% is here and 16% is here. They're not asking you for 401 and greater. They say or. So in my opinion, that's asking for one or the other,
Okay.
not both. Is that the way y'all see in that context? I may be wrong, but I think that means this side or this side. What percentage is greater than 743? Take my handy dandy marker. What percentage is greater than 743? 2.5, right? Whatever your 138 says, I think it's 2.5. Somebody help me out.
2.35?
Is it 2.35 in the book?
That's the gap that they're referring to.
Okay. All right. Well, some books change it. Some books have 2.5. Some have 2.35. What do they have here then? Because I got to change the 16. What do they have? 13.5?
Yes.
Okay. So somebody had 13.5 and 2.35 is 37. Or I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. You don't have to move.
I do. I lost my glasses.
Okay, must be, okay. All right, 13 plus 2 is 15, so it's 15.85. So this will be 15.85. Like I say, some books are different. We'll check that one. This is number 3, so we'll come back and check it and see if I got it wrong. If I did, we all know whose fault it is. Yep, it's your fault. Oh, it's Bush's fault. Let's just blame Bush. Whenever things don't go your way, you blame somebody else. In My Labs Plus, upon completion of assignments, all assignments, the grade book will give me. Y'all say, well, that's a stupid question. Oh, let me tell you. You ought to see how many emails I get at the end of the semester after everything's turned in. How do I know my grade? What's my grade? In My Labs Plus, it's not supposed to do that. What does grade book do? It keeps up with my record, keeps up and records my grades and gives me a final grade after all assignments are completed. There we go. Next question. Now see, this is an Excel question. If you use Excel, and you can use it during the test, you would want to use it here because otherwise you'll have to type in what? All of those, because if you're in Excel, you just click on this and go open in Excel and hit open, and it should pull it up and you ain't got to type them in. See? And now I'm going to blow them up, of course, so y'all can see them. Now I know it wants the 5-number summary because I saw the box plot, so I'm not. So I want y'all to take a second or a minute or 2 minutes, and I'll go ahead and find the 5-number summary for these guys. Let's put them in order first. Data. Okay. Oh, I know why it's not doing it. Put them in order. Data. Oh, I hate that. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay, I'm all right. I took medicine before I came to class. There we go. And change that to 18. And now let's do data. And there we go. All right, now I want you to calculate the 5-number summary right quick. And box plot. And if you can't do it, just chalk it up as being a failure. Or in the Coast Guard.
Ooh, watch out.
Were you in the Coast Guard?
I am in the Coast Guard right now.
Oh. that's interesting. I'm sorry. I just didn't. I'll put it next time. Oh, good job. I was at E5, about to be an E6. Yep. I had to go to the lawyer's office yesterday. I hate going to the lawyer's office. I feel like I've been in the principal's office. Yeah, me too, Hubert. Appreciate the interaction.
Why did you have to go to war?
My daughter graduated high school and is over 18, so I have to redo the alimony and child support. So I wrote a letter to say this is what I think we ought to do, and I need to let my lawyer take care of this.
She's like that, or?
Well, that's the way, yeah. Money, money, money. Guys, don't get married until you're older than 35.
What's that?
And any, huh?
What was older than 35?
Well, after 35, men start to grow out of their stupid years. But you still have some that screws them all at 40. You do. But most, I would say 75% of men start to grow out of their stupid years after 35. They start to say, well, I'm acting like a big kid, buying this and buying this and buying this. I need to settle down and start acting like a mature man. That's, like I say, 75% of the population does.
So my sons are going to be idiots to 25.
No, I didn't say that. They may be in 25. I mean, they may be in 75%. But
23. Idiot. I love him.
yeah.
Maybe he doesn't know it. And that's what it's going to say.
Yeah, they don't know it. They think they know everything too. So, guys, 35. After that, then you need to start thinking about getting married. Women should wait 25.
I have a friend of mine who's just getting married now. He's 43 for the first time because he played for USC for years, and then he played like international.
I think it's smart.
International football, and he's like, I could not commit to just one woman until now. And I was like, kudos.
And a lot of men are like that.
And I have a lot of respect for them.
See, what they do is they try to between 18 and 35, they try to say, oh yeah, I'm going to be committed to one woman.
See, you saying that though.
And it's hard to do.
I'm not completely.
Remember, I said 75%. I didn't say all.
See, my husband and I are older now. We waited.
There are exceptions.
However, we have 3 small kids. I'm almost in my 40s, and he is in his 40s. I'm trying to hang out with these mothers at the grade school, you know, and they're like 22.
Yeah.
I can't. I have no common ground with them except for our children.
Yeah.
So that's hard.
Yeah. I just think it's more substantial. I think men are more substantial. Let me put it to you that way. That's just my own opinion. I should have. There is no way I should have got married when I got married.
Do you have any coupon codes for my last class?
You just now doing that?
It just expired. I did a 2-week free thing. It's $108. I'm gonna have to go to Platinum to raise that money. Is that what you do right now,
All right, I'm gonna do this problem. I'm giving up on y'all. 13. So that means number 7 is going to be our. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That's our median. So I'm gonna highlight that. And then I'm gonna highlight, let's see, how many are above that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means these two are gonna be R, and these two right here, and this. Y'all know I'm doing a problem, don't you? Okay. All right. When y'all come up here and ask me a question, I'm gonna talk to somebody else while you're asking. Okay? Is that okay with y'all? I didn't think so. All right. So there's our 5-number summary. Now we just got to calculate it. Or min is equal to that number, of course. And our first quartile is going to be equal to parentheses this number plus this number divided by 2. Our second quartile is equal to this number. Third quartile is equal to parentheses this number plus this number divided by 2. And then the max is equal to this number. So there's our numbers. And now we just have to draw them. Let's do 9. 1, that'll be equal to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that'll be 4 here, yeah. Equals this guy. Now the middle is going to be equal to the mid-range, which is equal to, parentheses, the lowest plus what? The highest, divided by 2. And I'm going to put parentheses divided by 2. And now I just do that here. Equals to, parentheses, this guy plus this guy divided by 2. Do it here. Parentheses, this guy plus this guy divided by 2. And you can keep doing it. That's 59 cents. Well, that's really close. So you got to go closer and closer. So that's why it's better just to, let's see, what is that? G11 plus this guy divided by 2. Equals this. What did? Sorry, something's having a brain bubble up here. I don't know if it's the computer or me. This guy plus this guy divided by 2. I wonder if I can do this. Nope, I don't think so. Equals parentheses this guy plus this guy. This guy plus this guy divided by 2. And then so on. There's your number line. So if you want to, you can take your handy dandy straight line maker and put your line there. That's your end. That's your end. Now you just put tick marks on all these. Now put blue. Let's go with the blue marker. 0.601. 0.601 is right in there. Orange marker of 609. 609 would be right in here. And then I'm going to take my black line and I'll just draw a black line here and here. And then yellow. Go right 605 right there. Now what can y'all tell me about this data? It looks like a normal what? Curve, because the middle is right near what? The mid-range. The median is right near the mid-range. So the data's tight and it looks like a normal curve. So I don't know what they're asking for, but let's look and see. Well, my numbers that they're asking for are what does it say round to? I knew it was going to do that. .598, 0.601, 0.605, 0.609, and 0.612. And what does it look like? Well, ours is in the middle, and let's look at the choices. First of all, let me get my marker. Which one is it not? Well, it's not this one, and it's not this one. So what do you think it is? Should be C. And it looks like it's roughly symmetrical. That's what I would say. Capiche? And let's move on. All right, find the sample, variance, and deviation. Find the variance and the deviation of those 5 numbers. I'll blow it up a little bit so y'all can't see the rest of the page. So what do you call your husband stupid? What does he do? He doesn't buy toys he can't afford, does he?
He doesn't buy toys he can't afford.
Okay, well that's good. He doesn't cruise the mall. Okay, that's good.
He drinks too much.
Okay.
And we're out on the boat and I have to dock the boat and re-trailer it and then drive home and all that stuff.
Yeah, that alcohol, it can cause problems. I'm more of a binge drinker than I'm not a. I'll be honest with you. I've been blessed. I don't have a taste for coffee, cigarettes, or cigars, and I don't have much of a taste for alcohol. But when I do, I tie one on pretty good.
Get me around without coffee in the morning.
I can't handle that stuff. I can't handle coffee. I taste hot water when I drink coffee. No taste to it to me. But some people can taste it. I can't. And I don't like beef liver. And meatloaf. Give me a hamburger steak, or give me a steak, or give me a meatball, but don't give me the meatloaf. I don't even want it. I don't care what you put in it. Somebody didn't erase the boards. You're supposed to erase the boards when you get through. It's proper etiquette. Copy two. First thing you do is put them what? In order. Now this shouldn't take you very long. There's only 5 of them. You only need your mean. So mean is equal to, dang old sum all these, divided by what? Divided by n. Which in this case is 5. Because there's 5 numbers. Now I will skip a couple and insert there. This is called x. So x minus x bar, which is x minus the average. So 5 minus 11.4. And copy that down. And then we'll just square it. Y'all check y'all's numbers against mine. Y'all should have the same numbers I do. Now, we all know that the formula for standard deviation is equal to, for variance. We don't ever use a variance. Yeah, just leave. I don't blame you. Variance is equal to the summation of x minus x bar, quantity squared, over n minus 1. Oops. So we just gotten x minus x bar quantity squared. We've done that, but we haven't done what? We got what? Add it up. We got to add it up right here. That's what that sigma means, that big old E. That's capital sigma. So we're going to do auto sum. Get the numerator over here. Numerator is going to go, the numerator, hold on. Right here, we're going to get the sum of all those numbers. Okay, try that again. There. And there's your numerator. So V, the variance, is equal to 141.2 over n minus 1 is 4. So I'm going to go over here and calculate that. I'm going to put variance right here is equal to this number divided by 4. I got 35.3. Now what do you do to the variance to get the standard deviation? Take the square root, or in this case, since I'm in Excel, I'm going to raise it to the 0.5 power. So that's the same as square root. Raised to the 0.5 power. There's your, so 35.3 is your variance, and 5.94 is your standard deviation. Now, just for information purposes, what does those two numbers do? Well, what do you do to the right of the mean? You add the standard deviation. So equals this number plus standard deviation equals this number plus standard deviation. And I'm not doing this for the test. The reason I show you this all the time is because you're going to be doing it, not the next unit, but the next unit, chapter 6. You're going to be doing it. And that's what it looks like. 95% falls between here and here. But that's just what you do with those numbers. Variance you don't use very much. But anyway, 35.3 and 5.94. 35.3 and 5.9. Why didn't I do the 4? Because it says round to the nearest tenth. Please read the directions. Next. If you take several forms of a test in Hubert's class, how is it counted? Highest. Next. Okay, here we go with those chapter 1 questions. Classify this variable as qualitative or quantitative. Qualitative is quality, meaning hair color, eye color. Just think of that when you think of qualitative. And quantitative would be age, weight, shoe size, height. So, the number of calls received at a company's help desk. Quantitative. Here's that one I told you. Remember, continuous and discrete. Continuous is measuring. Discrete is counting. The age of the oldest employee in the data processing department. Discrete. Are you measuring anything? No. I just told you. Alright, find the mean. This is a frequency distribution. This is where you have to use that big old formula I told you to use. Oh, this is the mean. We're not asking for standard deviation. This is where you, the summation of f times x over the summation of f.
So would you not find the mean?
Okay, you got f. Here's f. What do you not have?
Where did you find them?
Sorry. Here's f. What do you not have? Cancer? Oh. Sound like y'all said cancer. I hope y'all don't have cancer. All right. Okay, what did I say? I said the summation of f times x over the summation of f. We have f. We need x. What is x? Well, the frequency distribution, you can't calculate 10 to 1999. Dang old print died over there. Anyway, what do you have to have? No, but you're getting there. You're getting warmer with class width. Midpoint, and that's x. X is the midpoint. In the previous problem, what were your x's? I'm sorry, hold on. In this problem, what were your x's? Those numbers. Text your friends.
Make that big.
Okay?
Make it big for a second.
What?
That's the one I missed. I have all the stuff down. I wanted to
35.3 and 5.9. Now, what are these? Is this data driven or is it a frequency distribution? Data driven, test scores. So that's the difference between the two problems. This problem is a frequency distribution. So you've got to find the midpoint of these guys. Now, as I said before, look at here. Your nice little Excel spreadsheet doodad icon. I'm going to open in Excel because I don't want to have to punch all that in. Here we go, but there's one problem. What's the problem? Well, you still don't have X because you got these guys. So, this is what I tell students to do. I'm going to make this big, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I hate that. I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to insert, if it'll let me, hold on. I'm going to insert another column, and I'm going to put 10 here, and 1999 here. What am I doing? I'm separating. Why? So I can calculate with them. I can't calculate them. See the way that's written? I can't calculate. Hold on. I'm waiting for it. Can't see. Okay. I can't calculate written like that. I mean, Excel can't. I'll show you. Equals this plus 4. So you can't calculate it. So what I'm doing, why am I separating it? So I can use these numbers, 29.99, 30, you'll see in just a minute, 39.99, 40, 49.99, and 50, 59.99. Now I can do my X, because this is F. We got F right there, okay? That's it. Go ahead and get the summation of F. You don't need it. The summation of F is also called what letter? N. Okay? All right, so we got our summation of F. We need that, so we'll color that thing old green. Now we're going to get, we got F, it's given, so we're going to color that yellow. So the only thing we need now is what? X. So what is X? Well, you got to take this guy plus, parentheses, this guy plus this guy, and divide by what? Now you can copy those down. And now you can highlight this as another color because now you've got everything you need. Ooh, that's too dark. I don't want that. I want blue. So let's look at our formula because our formula is like our directions. The mean of a frequency distribution is equal to the summation of F times X over N. Okay, I'll do N for you. That's 60. Now what do we need? We need another column, don't we? What's that column called? F times X. Good. Some of y'all listen. And that's equal to F times X. Copy that down. Now I'm going to take my handy dandy highlighter over here. And I'm going to highlight what just happened. Oh, something happened. I'm sorry. I'm going to take this highlighter here and I'm going to color it magenta. That's those numbers right there. Now we add all those up, and we're going to have, right now we just got f times x. Now when we add them all up, that's going to give us add them all up, it's going to give us a number right here. Trying to help y'all out as much as possible. So, okay, this thing is going crazy. There we go. Sum those up, and that gives us 2109.7. So now our mean is equal to 2109.7 divided by what? 60. And do that in your handy dandy Excel spreadsheet. And the mean is equal to this number divided by this number. I got 35.16. What'd y'all get? Good job. We're cooking with peanut oil. What did I get? 35.2. Around the nearest cent. Okay, 35.16. Is that it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, that's the way you say yes.
Well, you don't know if you got it right.
You do. You got to turn it in.
So it doesn't tell you good job, well done, none of that stuff?
It will at the end. And I also put some things in there that tells you if you suck, if you're a loser, that kind of thing. No, I'm just kidding. Determine whether this variable is qualitative or quantitative. Amount of disk space. Qualitative or quantitative? Quantitative. Amount of disk space, you've got to what? You've got to count it. Okay, so it's a numerical measure, that's your two answers, so which one is it? It's quantitative. Next question. What is Hubert's email address and cell number? It's the only one that's possible. This is the most missed question. Out of all my bonus questions, this is the one that's most missed. Let's see. All right. I have no idea what this one is saying, but an exit poll was conducted in which a random sample of 20 voters revealed whom they voted for in an election. The results are listed in the table below. Determine the mode candidate. Okay, that's pretty simple. You got to count them and see. Om. Sound like you're chanting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Om got 4. Johnson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like Johnson's leading. Chang, 1, 2, 3. No, he lost. And the only one left is Smith. I think it's Johnson. What do y'all think? Oh, this test is too easy. I'm going to have to make it harder. How is homework, test, and exams weighed? Why is this the second most missed question? Because people put 30, 30, 30. Why is that not correct? Doesn't equal 100. Where is all of Hubert's homework and tests done? Kitchen's the best place to do it. All right, try this one. I can't blow it up because it's already all across the screen. 1 year, Thomas had the lowest ERA, earned batting run, whatever that is, of any male pitcher at his school with an ERA of 2.62. That's earned run average. Also, Alice had the lowest ERA of female pitcher at school with an ERA of 3.03. For the males, the ERA was 4.97. The mean ERA was 4.978, and the standard deviation was 0.841. I better write all this down. Let me go to text. I'll just do it this way. Help all the visually challenged. All right, Thomas. Thomas's ERA. That's not the way you spell Thomas. T-H-O-M-A-S. Thomas ERA is equal to 2.62. The average male ERA is equal to 4.978 with a standard deviation of 0.841. Okay. I can't copy it. Okay, thank you. And what's her name? Alice. ERA is equal to 3.03. And the average Kamali ERA is equal to 4.238 with a standard deviation of 0.602. Standard deviation of 0.602. Was it 0.602? Yeah. Now, without even looking at the problem, I can tell you what they're going to ask you. Z-scores. They want you to find out who is relatively better. So the mean for Z, I meant the menu for menu. The formula for Z-scores is what? Good. X minus X bar over. Good job. I'm impressed. There you go. So what is 2.62 minus 4.978 divided by 0.841? I think y'all said negative 2.14.
Negative 2.8.
2.8. Negative 2.8. So he's right here. All right. Alice is 3.03 minus 4.238 divided by 0.602. And what does that give us? Okay, I heard negative, what time?
2.6.
Negative 2.0. So, Alice is relatively better. Now, a lot of you say, well, wait a minute, I thought you said that LBJ was better yesterday. Yeah, he's furthest away from zero. But when you're on the negative side, the closer you are to zero, the better. Okay, so in this case, hers is relatively better. So I guess you'd say Alice, because she has a higher what? Z-score. Oh, I got to put in the... Thomas's had an ERA with a Z-score of negative 2.8, and hers is negative 2.0. Get 2.0. What was the 2.8? 2.8 what?
0.384.
03, so it'd be 2.80. And what was 2.0? 0. Okay. Next. Why does Hubert not entertain extra credit, extra points, dropping any grades during the final week of the class? Because he wants me to fail and live in a ditch. How about he awards me extra points doing these type questions and drops the lowest 2 grades on each unit? I think D is it. Is that it? I got to add a couple more, but they'll be either Z-scores or find the mean or standard deviation. Where's the submit button?
Top right corner.
Submit.
Oh my God, you got 2 wrong.
3.
Let's see what I got wrong. They were asking for both. I think that question is misworded. They should have an and there. Add both. So that's, and then this one would be, yeah, 2 point. I thought I put 2 point. Okay, they'll take, oh God, I put 2.35. The correct answer is 2.3 or 2.5. I knew it was 2.5, but I guess you just have to put 2.3. I would take, now that's a prime example. If you had 2.35, I would take it. Okay? And how do you do that? Well, you're supposed to send me 15 emails and 3 texts, spazzing over the weekend that one of them's wrong, right? No. You come see me after class and I'll look at it and I'll give it to you. You don't have to, don't spaz, please, because that just irritates me. All right, so this one, I would rather you, that needs to be an and, but you need to put both of them together. 16 and 16 is 32. So, no hiccups in class. All right, so I missed that one, okay?
Okay.
Sue me. What about this one? Question 10, I missed altogether.
You know what?
Did I click the wrong one?
I thought that was continuous and I didn't say.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not right. Do you not count your age?
Well, I mean, you're technically like, I'm not 21, I'm 21.
Oh, yeah. You could go into the days and the hours and the minutes. Okay.
So it's continuous?
It's continuous because of the months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, and seconds. I think that's an unfair question. I'd give you that one. I don't like that question. To me, an age is something you count. But that's why they're saying that. All right, what's the other one I missed?
Yeah, I actually just did this question on the homework for the second part.
Okay.
So I guess that one too, but you had multiple tries, so then I just knew that it was going to be B.
Thomas had a better year. I thought it was supposed to be closer to 0. Huh. Well, I guess I'm wrong there. I thought it was closer to 0. So Thomas was the winner because it's further.
It says Alice's score is off too.
Yeah, because it's only off 1. Y'all told me 2.00 is what y'all said. That's what y'all said.
It's not, it's 6, it's 2.006.
He's right.
So you round up.
Okay, that would be right. I would count that right. And remember, the furthest it is both sides. I thought I was wrong there. The furthest it is from 0 is better. I thought the negative side was different.
I just feel like if you don't know the sport, then
If you get it wrong on there, but it's right, like.
I will fix it.
Okay.
After class, the day after you call okay, let me say this. Let's say you take the test Saturday. Okay? And you have 2 questions that you think you deserve to be right. Then you need to see me Tuesday after class. You don't need to write, oh my God! That's how you start off your email. No, you don't need to do that.
Should we read it?
No, just be quiet. You see me after Tuesday, after class Tuesday. Or see me before class, or no, I won't be here because I'm tripping. I'm on the road, so. Okay, so we missed, I got this wrong because I was under the assumption that it was closer to 0, but I was wrong. So I got that. So I got a half what?
That's what I'm gonna say when I come back. I was wrong, but I was under the assumption that's right.
I'm sorry. I messed up. I'm a
You're
failure.
feeling, it's okay.
I'm a failure. This one, I really don't agree with. I don't agree with that one. But so, who's got questions? Complaints? Y'all don't have any complaints? I don't believe that.